So welcome to Unleash Learning TV, helping you make learning stick for everyone, and we do mean everyone. Now, if your courses are now running on Zoom, or your meetings or teams have moved from being in person to being on Zoom, it's easy to feel something called Zoom fatigue. Now, the Webster's Dictionary defines fatigue as this. They say, it's a state or attitude of indifference or apathy brought on by overexposure. Great definition. Now, I define Zoom fatigue as when you've been on Zoom or some video platform or in a meeting for so long that your productivity begins to evaporate. You've forgotten what day of the week it is or what time it might be. You're not sure the last time you actually stood up, or your brain has simply turned to mush. So here are 2 recommendations that you can use to help you and your team avoid Zoom fatigue. Okay, so tip number 1 is focus on your energy, not your time. Now, in one of my favorite books, The Power of Full Engagement, the authors suggest this. They say, energy, not time, is the fundamental currency of high performance. Now, our job is to manage our energy, not the time. So to manage our energy, they suggest for any activities we do, especially high performance activities, to take a recovery break every 90 to 120 minutes. Now, I call this the 90-minute rule. Now, for myself, I noticed that I can only handle high rates of productivity for about 90 minutes, and then I'm not very effective. So I might sit at my computer and play around with some ideas, but I'm not really getting anything done. So I personally often set my timer for 90 minutes and work on what I'm working for during that time and do nothing else. And then the minute the timer goes off, I stand up and take a quick break. I might go outside, grab a coffee, or something to get a quick brain break. Now, to help avoid Zoom fatigue, you can use the 90-minute rule for your Zoom meetings or even your online programs or webinars that you run. And make sure that you keep them in about a 90-minute capacity and then provide everyone a break if it goes after that. Okay, so tip number 2 is get on your feet. Now, if you've got my book, Unleash Learning, or you've watched past Unleash Learning TV episodes, we've talked a lot about movement. It's a tool to help make everyone stay focused, it helps oxygenate the brain, and it also helps make learning stick if it's done correctly. So if you want to help yourself and others avoid Zoom fatigue during the middle of the session, have everyone stand. Yes, stand up. Now, you can ask everyone to stretch or share their ideas while they're actually standing. Now, it may seem strange to get everyone standing on Zoom, and be prepared. They may have pajama bottoms below their shirt, right, if they're working from home, but it's a great way to avoid Zoom fatigue. So now, as always, it is your turn, and I'm sure you've got some great ideas, so I've got a question for you. What do you do to avoid Zoom fatigue? Now, some of the best conversations take place after the episode, so jump over there and share your brilliance. And while you're there, you can grab our free ebook, The 5 Easy Ways to Make Online Learning Stick. Now, if you want to make learning stick for everyone, that ebook's really going to help you in online environments. Now, as always, thank you for the work you are doing for the world. We need you more than ever, and I will see you on our next episode of Unleash Learning TV. We'll see you soon.